Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Tuesday, and it's been a long day in the markets. And this is our daily recap, and it's been quite the adventure today. So we were mostly flat, up slightly going into the CPI number today. The CPI number came in line on the month over month and on year over year, slightly hotter than expected by 0.1%. And the market took off, and we pushed even higher on the SPY here before eventually we failed and rolled over, and we really have rolled over. And when you look here at what's going on is we have a very ugly candle that has developed here on the SPY. So you'll notice we pushed up to the 21 day and the 8 day, and basically we filled the gap to the wick, not to the close, and we rolled over. And then we have engulfed yesterday's action back under the 50-day and back under all the moving averages, which now opens the door back to the 432 area or lower. The one thing I would point out to you guys as we're sitting here today is that we are getting about 10 handles off the 8 day moving average. And typically, unless there's panic, that's a spot where you can look for some games, a sideways action or some type of reversal. We'll see how that plays out. You'll notice breadth here is negative across the board. We were bright green early this morning, so that's a huge reversal. If you want to see that, here's an example of the massive nastiness we saw on that, right? Big down candle. The oscillators here are into the slightly oversold area, but not running all that far. What else is going on? So let's take up some other charts. So you take that aside today, the Qs even uglier. That is a nasty candle there. The IWM held in a little bit better. The VIX is up, but not doing much. Crude rally today. Big rally on crude today here, coming up to that downtrend line. We'll watch that going into tomorrow. Bonds have been continued to be a problem in this market, but up today finally for the first time in 6 sessions. So that's nice to see. Where were the trades today? For me, crowd gave me two very nice trades early, but it could not hold its head up. Had a big upgrade from Goldman Sachs this morning. It had the catalyst and it had volume. You can see it's at 130% volume today. And if you look at this on the 5-minute chart, it dipped on the open and gave an entrance, took out the opening 5-minute candle. You got trades here, you got another trade here, and then it just kind of petered out up here into the 236 area and has drifted down. There were some nice trades to be had on that. There were trades to be had on energy before it rolled over. Chevron pushed up a little bit today. Oxy tried to push today. Devon was breaking out today to a new multi-year high and couldn't hold it. Same thing with MRO. So there was some strength here in the energy names. Mosaic put in another new multi-year high here. You had X push again today a little bit, but couldn't hold. Nucor put in a new all-time high here today. Cliff pushed, and there was strength in some of these names in these sectors. What's worrying me, it's what's going on in the stronger names in this market. Microsoft is about as ugly of a candle as you can get here on this at this point. You can see this working its way down. Google got absolutely smashed. Ugly there. NVIDIA popped, filled the gap, pre-market couldn't hold and came down. And look at this candle back down. Now we're watching the 210 area again. AMD not only lost 100 yesterday, today it is now below 95. And you're just seeing some big time weakness and some very good names here coming into this market. This remains very, very concerning to me. Twitter not holding that gap so well, the Elon gap up on his stake. So, you got to have to ask yourself, what do you want to be in here? What do you think of this market and what looks strong? And, when the big names like Microsoft and Google and NVIDIA and even Apple here are not holding in so well, though Apple's holding in better than the rest, there's a lot to worry about in this market. And earnings season kicks off officially tomorrow. We're going to get JP Morgan, Delta, and while not a big name, Bed Bath and Beyond tomorrow. And then on Thursday morning, we'll get all the rest of the banks, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo will come in there as well. And then we really kick it into high gear next week. So we're going to earnings season. This is where the strong names are going to distance themselves from the weak ones. And you're going to be looking for names that are turning a profit. They report a good earnings report, but more importantly, they guide well and they talk well. And that's going to be things to watch here as we move forward. So I hope you're all doing well. I'll be on Benzinger tomorrow at 10:15 doing their boot camp. So I hope you guys can catch me there. And I'll catch you guys all bright and early in the AM and see how we do. Hopefully tomorrow's another good day. Cannot complain today, but not easy here.